Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? The demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Boku no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaranai.
And of course, I'm muted. I'm muted, of course. There we go. Let me try this again. Good morning, coffee beans. How you doing? I forgot to push this tip. Jeez. As I was saying, it's good to see you guys. See who all we have in chat. We got Maggot Edits, who's always running her pie hole. Just running. Got the diarrhea of the mouth. Want to shut up. Got Voltage Mike, Bomb, Cungalope. Hazel Barkley says, "Oh, woke up to feed the cat and decided to stay up for some peepaw." Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you decided to stay up for Halls Barkley. Toxic Dome, Bomb. Who else we got? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. When will I learn? I don't know. I don't know when I'll learn. Some mornings I remember to unmute myself. Some mornings I don't. So it's just another, listen, I'm sure that somebody will take that just like Pizzle did, and they'll take it and just, do what they do. And that's fine. I don't care. Whatever. All right. So the main story today, I'll be honest with you. Well, let's do the coffee. My world without coffee, it's upside down, right? I don't know about you guys. And I know, yes, I know It's just, what was it? What was it you called it, Maggot? Yeah, it's just nasty bean water. Nasty. What do you think that Monster Energy is? Right? What do you think that is? Huh? Huh? What do you think? They probably got a Bigfoot. They probably got some Bigfoot or something that they've captured, and that's probably just like Bigfoot piss you're drinking or something. That's probably what that is. You haven't had Monster yet? Well, okay. All right. So let me see here if I can find. Is there a picture? Yeah, here we go. Let's do this. All right. So Jean-François Gariépy, I guess is how you say his name. He's French Canadian. He is. I remember back in the day of seeing this guy. Let's see if I can get a picture of him up here somewhere. Where can I get a picture? Okay. Let me do this way here. Yeah. Okay. So this guy here, this here is Jean-François, I think it is, Gariépy, I think is how you say his name. Called it Bigfoot piss. Go right ahead, Orson. Well, that's what that Monster Energy is. It's just Bigfoot piss. But anyway, this guy here, he is a right. Some have labeled him alt-right, extreme right, whatever you want to call it, character. And back in the day, if I remember correctly, I want to think he was involved with, like, I want to think it was with Ethan Ralph and them, if my memory serves, which I'm not, and I may not be wrong. You had to help me out there, Toxic Dome, but I think that's right. Isn't it? He was with Ethan Ralph and that whole, like, Worski. Okay. All right. All right. I just knew that he was part of that crew, right? And I remember the story. I remember the story with this guy. He had, if I remember the story on this guy, he had like a wife or something, and he left, and he has I know he currently has a girlfriend or partner or whatever, and she's mentally handicapped, right? She's mentally challenged, right? Well, she disappeared. She's missing. So PIE, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, put out, that's what our RCMP stands for there, guys. Put out a call for info on a woman missing since June the 17th. Okay. Elora Patone, 30, has ties to both Western PEI and the province of Quebec. Okay. She was last seen on June 17th in Borden, Charlton. RCMP says a concerned citizen reported her missing only this past weekend. Okay. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police have put out a call for information on a woman who was last seen mid-June after receiving a call from someone they describe as a concerned citizen. The last known sighting of Elora Patone, I think that's how you're saying. I'm sure I'm butchering this, right? Was on June 17th in Borden, Carleton, the village that's home to the PEI end of the Confederation Bridge linking the province to New Brunswick. She's 30 years old. She's 5 feet 10 inches, weighs 140 pounds, has brown curly hair. She speaks both French and English. Since the investigation began this weekend, the police got a call expressing worry about her. This is a high priority file, he says. We're making efforts to follow up with known contacts to the individual. We reach out and make sure that anybody who may come across with them will let us know. Okay. It goes on to say they're going to be conducting investigations and so forth and so on and what have you, right? Okay, so that's the news story. That's the news article on this. So here's what old Jean-Claude Van Damme here has to say. Says the police in Canada is looking for Mama JF because in true Mama JF fashion, she has left her home in June and has disappeared from the map. Now, guys, it is October. Let's do some math. So she disappears sometime in June. So we'll say July, August, September. So about 4 months. We'll say 4 months, right? 4 months. This woman's been missing. This dude here, right? Jean-François whatever, is her boyfriend, partner, significant other. You know, whatever. Well, evidently wasn't too. I would be interested to know, was he the concerned citizen that called? You know, because the news report said a concerned citizen, right? Anyway, says I'm sure that Mama JF is fine. I know she has been safe for at least 2 days after I dropped her where she wanted in June. Mama JF left our home entirely voluntarily to go live a life of adventure wherever it would bring her. But since she has electronically disappeared, not connecting to her cell phone or updating me or her family, I ask anyone who would have encountered her to just notify the police so they can know she is safe. And I ask her if she wants to leave a note to the police, me or her family, to ensure everyone of her safety. If you want to send an encrypted tip anonymously, I can receive them at, and he provides an email address. And so this person here, K, period, and anyway, says, you were the last known person to see her since June? And Jean says, no. She has been traveling and leaving an electronic trace far from mine, so I do not expect to be a suspect in her disappearance. So that's kind of a weird answer, right? Right? Isn't that kind of weird? No, she has been traveling and leaving an electronic trace. It's almost like I'm sorry, tinfoil here for a moment, right? It's like I watch a lot of like crime, drama, mystery shows and stuff, you know. And I am not in any way am saying that Jean-Claude here is in any way mixed up to this. I'm not, right? I'm just saying that a lot of these shows that I watch, right, when these people who try to outsmart everything, you know what I'm saying? So they want to create a trail, right? They will do things to make sure that there's a digital trail or whatever that leads away from them or what have you, right? But the weird thing to me was when this person says, you were the last known person to see her since June, he says, no, she has been traveling and leaving an electronic trace far from mine, right? I don't know. I mean, that just seems weird. So I do not expect to be a suspect in her disappearance. Listen, here's the thing. I don't know. Maybe this is normal for Jean-François. Maybe that's normal for him. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's just, yeah, right, Maggie. That is a little weird how he answers that question, right? That's a little weird, right? So then Chelsea, I guess how you say this, follows up, says, you said she hasn't accessed her phone, so which is it? Keyword since. Well, let's go back and see what this guy says. He says that He says he's sure that she's fine, but she says, I know she has been safe for at least 2 days after I dropped her off where she wanted in June. She left her house entirely voluntarily to go live a life of adventure. But since she has electronically disappeared, right? So I guess that was like 2 days. So he's saying basically in June, after he dropped her off for 2 days, her phone was active, right? And I'm assuming that means he could like maybe had one of those family plans or whatever like that type of thing, and he could kind of, you could trace where's my phone or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying that electronically she disappeared. 2 days. So I'm wondering, 2 days is about I would imagine for most modern cell phones, about 2 days just being powered up and on is about the life of a battery, wouldn't you think? About 2 days, then the battery would die. Don't know. So then Chelsea comes back and says, well, did you speak to the police? And he didn't respond. It says, people here in PEI are pretty alarmed by this, especially just on the heels of another missing woman who was found deceased. So maybe you might want to clear some things up more publicly. So Jessica comes in and says, knowing absolutely nothing about this case, but reading essentially, I am sure she's fine, even though nobody has seen her since June, which is also when I last saw her. Doesn't sound good, man. And John says, well, maybe you should withhold.
Suck your own butthole. You're doing great.
JFA tip 5. What is JFA saying? Gratuitous violence and torture worth of its own song, movie, scene ought to loosen the truth out of him. And then electric chair, JFA, the interrogator. Well, okay. All right, JFA. Have at it, brothers. All I can say. But anyway, Jean-Claude here says, maybe you should withhold judgment in front of people who know much more. I don't know. I'm sorry. That just seems weird. That whole thing just seems weird, right? All right. And guys, we're fixing to dive into something that we're going to go into a place that we normally don't go on the Peepaw Show. It's a part of the internet that, I'll be honest with you, I try to stay away from it. It scares me. It just scares me. But we're going to dive into it. We're going to stick our toe in this a little bit. So y'all might need to help me here. You don't want to? Yeah, I don't want to either. But anyway, here we go. Let's see what happens. We're going to Reddit, folks. Woo! Woo, Lord, not the Reddit. All right. So this is on the Destiny forums. Why? Well, I guess because this cat used to like really debate Destiny back in the day, and I can kind of, somewhere off in the nethers of my brain, I can kind of remember that a little bit. But I've never been like a really big, Destiny dude or whatever. But anyway, so this cat here, Honorary Perception, one day ago says, post Mama JF is missing. And says, I met Mama JF IRL and knew her casually. Shortly after meeting her, I sensed she was trying to hide something. I started Googling her and I discovered her online persona. At the time of knowing her, she was living with JF and their daughter and was pregnant with her second child. This was in the summer of 2022. Lord, she done had 2 children's? Mercy. Today, she was just reported as a missing person. She has not She's not. She has not. Has not. Should be. Has not been seen. But she has not seen since June of 2023. A concerned citizen reported their concern for her, and that's when it was discovered she was missing since June. It is not known if it was JFA that or JFA. Was it JFA that reported her? JFA is getting around. If it was JF that reported her or some other concerned citizen. I am posting this here as it was some of the threads on here that I found during my initial deep dive on her online persona. It seems people here seem to keep tabs on JF due to his past debates with Destiny. And I thought maybe someone here could find some kind of thread for her online persona to where she may be in real life. There are concerned people that just want to know if she's okay. Oh me. Oh Lord, we got a wild bad in the audience this morning. Oh my Lord. Whew. What are we going to do? Wild Badwick. So like I say, here's the deal. I'm sorry. This is just strange to me. This just doesn't make sense to me. If the mother of my children disappeared and didn't come home for a day, right? Like if all of a sudden I couldn't make whatever and for a night and she did whatever, I would be, I would be all up in the police. I would be getting whoever and everybody as far as law enforcement involved to look to try to find my wife and the mother of my children. Now, I don't know if that Reddit post is to be believed or not. We'll go on, I guess, a limb a little bit here. I do remember them having one child. I didn't know about a second one. But, okay, so at least we have at least one child, possibly two children he's had with this woman. Why did he not here it's October. Why wait 4 months, guys? 4. And we don't even know if it was this guy, Jean-Claude here. We don't know if it was even him that contacted the law enforcement. Life insurance policy. I don't know. Where are the babies? I don't know, JC. I don't know where. Guys, I've just told you pretty much the sum of all my knowledge on this thing. Now, Nicholas Diorio tweeted out, but evidently, I think when he was tweeting this out, maybe he didn't know, because this was late last night when he tweeted this out. So it says Jean-François Gariépy's partner has supposedly been missing for days. Well, missing for 4 months, Nick, but patata. Just as a reminder that his YouTube career was partially funded by a generous donation from one, checks notes, Jeffrey Epstein Lamau. That's lettuce, mayonnaise, French fries, apples and onions, right? And that's what I know what that is for. And then Nicholas goes on to show that he actually covered this guy. Has a link to one of his videos here. And then of course he shows the article, that we referenced at the beginning of the show, right? And then we have GNN here. Says if JF Gariépy addressed the disappearance of his mentally handicapped girlfriend, Mama JF, and disclosed he was under federal investigation by the RCMP for her disappearance. I'm woken up by the feds every morning. They're knocking on my window. So let's listen to this little clip here.
I've been wanting to keep it relatively calmer and less public, but I've been forced by the by the various events because people have discovered about it, and so I might as well talk about it instead of letting rumors develop and all of the messy information that can stem from it. So yeah, it's the disappearance of Mama JF. Mama JF has been disappearing in the
This guy's voice just it's grating, right?
sense of not leaving any contact, not leaving information about where she was. And I titled my episode "The Cost of Liberty" because I didn't want any of this. I'm just a family guy, and I've always been wanting to provide and secure for people around me. But there is one thing I cannot do in our society. I cannot stop you from doing crazy stuff. I cannot stop you from exposing yourself to risks when you say the words, I want to do it. When you claim your own liberty, you are on your own, and I cannot do anything.
Well, this goes on for 36 minutes. We're not going to watch all 36 minutes, but anyway, that's him briefly, right? This is a follow up from 620 from June 20th, 2023, days after Mama JF went missing. Says JF, hang on here. Says JF took 3 days off his show and talks about deep cleaning his home after she left. So let's see this.
But in my case, I'm comfortable enough, and Mama JF has left me with everything that matters in life, what matters most of life. And so, what can I do? I cannot hate her. I cannot be frustrated about this. And that's it. So, that's why I had to take 3 days total to. I made so much cleaning, so much reinstalling, so much plastering of the walls, construction, renovation. I wanted to set the home in the way I like it. It's like sterilize this home now. I can walk finally. I can access everything. The fridge is super clean.
So she leaves, right? Seems like he's not telling the whole story. You think toxic? You think so? So she disappears, right? She goes on this walkabout, right? Where he takes her, right? By his own Twitter, by his own tweet they put out, he took her to the location that she requested to be at, and he drops her off. He comes back to their house, takes 3 days away from doing his show. So he, quote, in this, he could deep clean, replaster some walls, just get everything, I sterilize everything. Yeah, right? I mean, see, you guys were giving me, so I kind of felt like you guys were kind of pushing back a little bit when I was sitting there trying to put on the tinfoil and said, the way he was answering some of those questions seemed a little bit suspicious to me. And then we watched this. I mean, come on, guys. Come on now. Listen, here's the thing. I don't know if this man had anything to do with it or not. I don't know. Guilty, innocent. I don't know. I don't know. She could have just disappeared. It's possible, right? She could have just went on I just want to get away from him and whatever. I don't know. It's just, this is just a weird story, right? Logic, in these situations, right? More times than not. And I'm not saying the man's guilty of anything. Right. We're just having a conversation here. But and way too many times when in a domestic situation, when you have two partners, you have living in a home or and one of them just disappears. And especially the person has been gone for 4 months before they were reported missing. And who reported them missing? Did JF here report them missing? Right? Did somebody? We don't know. It just the news article that we read said that a concerned citizen, right? A concerned citizen reported her missing. And let's not also forget that the young lady is mentally, if I remember correctly, she is mentally, challenged. So I, you know, if she was going on or whatever, okay, fine. Let's say hypothetically that this was whatever she was. I'm gonna go away for whatever. When like 2 days or 3 days it went by and she hadn't checked in or whatever, it doesn't make sense to me why you would not contact law enforcement then, right? And so now we got 4 months have went by. Somebody's reported her. We don't know if it was him or not. He's saying, what can I do? She want to leave. I can't. He's right. You can't force anyone to stay in the home or whatever, right? But then we also have this other clip from, shortly after she disappeared. And he's talking about how he had to take a few days off to do some deep cleaning, repairs to the house, whatever. So, I mean, it makes your mind go, well, did they have this big knockdown drag out? Did he have to repair damage to the house from a fight? Is he cleaning up stains? I mean, good night. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What level of mentally challenged? You know what? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see if I can quickly. Let's see here. I was thinking. All right, so here's a destiny.
Up.
So here's a destiny from 5 years ago. Says coercing and marrying a mentally challenged person. Debate with JF and Andy Worski. So let's see here. Let's go to, where are the transcripts? Show transcript. Let's find here. Okay. Why is there no? Okay, it's not coming up in the. That's 48 minutes. I don't know how. Okay, so evidently she is mentally challenged, right? I don't know to what degree. Like I don't know. I just knew that she was mentally challenged. He said they fought too prior to be dropping off. Yeah. You need to. Toxic Dome says he wants to see the police report. Golly. So anyway, guys, there you go. That's probably the big breaking thing right now is this guy and his missing partner, mother to his children. Anyway, I don't know. That's JFA, he was accused of keeping his girlfriend from talking to her parents. Okay, all right. I don't know. I mean, um, so anyway, he that I do remember. JFA says it sounds like he loves having control over people. Um, I want to think back in the day when I remembered, because I remember listening to some of the stuff because they were really going after him pretty hard because he was dating at the time he was just dating this lady who was mentally handicapped. And again, I don't know to what degree of mental handicap she was. I just know she was. So Tommy covered this guy years ago. Yeah, evidently. What, maggot? What? Yes, you've got my attention, maggot. I see you saying peepaw several times in the chat. What? What? Huh? Okay. Hi. Yeah, I just got Beetlejuiced. Exactly. All right. So I don't really know much more to say about that or whatever. It's kind of weird. I just found it weird. I found it weird that the woman was missing for 4 months. And if he was finally the concerned citizen that called it in, why did he wait 4 months? Some of the responses in his tweet to people asking him questions seemed really weird. But I don't know. Whatever. Some of these people out there, holy smokes. Can we round up a posse and administer some country justice? No, JFA, we're not taking the law into our own hands. We're not going to round up a posse and do that kind of crap. That's not what we do. Oh, what's this? D-Max is out here clipping now? I didn't know D-Max could clip stuff, maggot. Yeah, okay. Visit the site. Let's see here what's going on. I do know, and I was going to go over this a little bit later, but we can go over it now. That's fine. That's no big deal. Let me close out some of these tabs, get some of this mess off the thing here. All right, so we're going to move on away from JF and his missing baby mama and that whole mess. So last night, K-Huck had the wild. I wasn't feeling good last night, and so I went to bed. I didn't even have supper. I didn't even eat any supper last night. I was feeling so bad, and I just went to bed early. Like I was like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was in bed asleep, so I didn't even get to watch any of this stream. But I am going to watch it today. I really did want to watch it live, but like I said, I was just feeling so bad and hurting last night. I just went to bed. But anyway, K-Huck and her co-host Maggot had Bowblax on last night over on K-Huck's channel. Had him on for a little interview. And, Bowblax is kind of a wild guy. You never know exactly what he's going to say or do. And he will, and with the energy that's already there with Maggot and K-Huck, I can only imagine that Bowblax was probably in rare Bowblax form, is all I'll say. But anyway, this is coming. This so D-Max has clipped this. So let's see here. I need to put this on the screen, don't I? Here we go.
I fucking hate K-Huck and Maggot! Those fucking pieces of shit! I'm tired of their fucking shit, bro.
Golly. Whoa. I think we need to hear that again.
I fucking hate K-Huck and Maggot! Those fucking pieces of shit. I'm tired of their fucking shit, bro.
Whoa, finally someone going after Maggot the way. Yes. Golf claps for Bowblax. 07s for Bowblax. Yes. Putting Maggot in her place. I love it. I love it. Yes. Finally. I love that. I love that. We're going to give that a big heart, and I'm going to quote tweet this. Finally. You asked him to yell at you? Of course you did. Of course you did, Maggot. Of course you did. Let's listen to that one more time.
Bro. I fucking hate K-Hook and Maggot! Those fucking pieces of shit!
I almost think I need to... That... I think I may have to actually download that. And I may have to work on making that like a donation alert or something. I think that could do it. Maybe so. We'll see. You just never know. Well, guys, it's that time of the month where which was amazing. I'm sorry I missed it live, K-Huck. But I'm going to watch it today, I promise. Last night I just was knocked on my butt. The rheumatoid arthritis just killed me yesterday. I went out and did some things I shouldn't have done. I was hauling and moving a bunch of stuff and getting things. But anyway, I am going to watch it. I am going to watch it today, I promise. So anyway, it's Halloween, right? It's that time. It's October. So we got to start, two things happen. All those basics out there, they get their pumpkin latte, right? You get to do the little pumpkin latte spice coffee crap or whatever, right? And then people start putting out their Halloween decorations. Oh yeah. Willie Mack, guys, Willie Mack show. You guys know Willie Mack? K-Huck got Willie Mack to come on her show tonight. So she's having two really, I'd say larger people, bigger creators in this part of the internet on her show back to back. Holy crap. K-Huck is becoming a force out there, right? I mean, she's going to become the Sally Jesse Raphael. Some of you guys probably won't know that's probably for your time, whatever. But she was a talk show host back in I think the 80s, 90s. But she used to have all these people on and do, talk show thing. What? Yeah, K-Huck. She's the Sally Jesse Raphael. There you go. You go, K-Huck. Get those people to come on there, man. Awesome. Well, that's a reference. Yeah, see, K-Huck's old enough. She knows. Here, let me see if I can find her so that you youngins would know who I'm talking about. Sally Jesse Raphael. She had listen here. Sally Jesse had a look. She was, what is this? I'm not, come on. Why did it do that? Hang on, guys. Where's it open? New tab. There we go. So, this was Sally Jesse Raphael right here. And she always wore these red rimmed glasses, right? That was just her thing. Redheaded. She's redheaded. wore the red glasses, and she was a little fireball talk show host. She was something else. But anyway, make sure that's too American for me. Yeah, it was 100% American, Reese. But yeah, so make sure and tune in tonight because, like I said, she's gonna have the Willie Mac on there. So, ooh, I got the thumbnail. Let's look at this. I wonder where they got that picture of Willie Mac. I wonder where they got that picture of, because I got that picture. It's a good picture. There you go. There you go. A chat with Willie Mac. Who did the thumbnail for you guys? Huh? Who's your thumbnail artist? Give up the secrets there. Maggot? Oh, Maggot. Oh, I didn't know Maggot could do thumbnails. I thought she just yelled at people and said slurs. She actually has talent? Damn. I didn't know that. Wow. Maybe there's more to Maggot than, than just being, well. Anyway, it's October. So all the basic girls can come out and get their pumpkin spice lattes and what have you, right? And and it's Halloween time, right? And so there's always people coming out with like unique costumes and what have you. So this one here I thought was kind of interesting.
Who up in there? Who up in there? What the? Ooh!
Nigga, what's up, yo? Taking a shit. Leave me the fuck alone, boy. Hey, where the toilet paper at? Leave me the fuck alone, boy.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. I saw that on the Twitter, but then Purple was kind enough. I guess she saw it too. She put it out there on the docket for today. So anyway, I appreciate that. Yeah. Hey, Purple's done a pretty good job, getting us a docket together this morning. So thank you, Purple. Appreciate that. All right. Little Tay. So I know that the broadcast went over some of the stuff last night and was talking about some of the stuff. She put out a video where she kind of broke down and went through some of the stuff on she that she's alleging for her dad and what kind of did things or what have you. And they covered all that. So check out the broadcast if you want to. But I'm not going through all that. But she did put out a video. I believe this is on her Instagram. I believe that's where everything is happening is on her Instagram. But she did put out a video yesterday afternoon where she alleges that her father swatted her.
You swatted my house, you fucking psycho. Abusive father, Chris Hope, swatted me to prevent me from continuing to expose his racism, misogyny, sexually abusive behavior, and domestic violence. You cannot fucking stop me. You cannot fucking silence me. This is not just for myself, but for all girls and women. You swat.
I agree, JC. She needs to log off. This young lady was thrusted into the light of social media when she was like 9 years old, right? And she, did the whole Instagram, made some YouTube videos, was like this little flex, whatever, right? How old is she? She's 16 years old now. And just like I said, I don't really want to get too deep into the weeds on this, but from my understanding, they just went through like this really big, huge custody battle. Supposedly, she's now with her parents, or their mom rather. She alleges that when she was being forced to live with her father, she was mistreated. She put out a whole big long video on that, whatever. And she, like I said, the broadcast went over all that last night. If you really want to get into that, go to there. Mittens, what is swatting? Swatting is when somebody has a person's address, right? And they call the law enforcement from wherever the person lives, and they will tell them that there's like some sort of emergency that's going on. It could be like a hostage situation, a domestic situation. The whole thing is they get the cops up in there, and there was a situation back. I think it's probably been 3 years, maybe a little bit longer now, where a person got mad at another person over a video game, and he swatted the person, and the cops showed up, and they wound up shooting the guy and killing him. And he had done nothing wrong. Um, it's against the law, is what it is. And that person that did that swatted him was captured, found out, captured, and is now in prison for, I think, essentially murder. So yeah, it's a bad thing. It's a horrible thing. That's one of the things that it's probably the worst thing that a streamer deals with. Anyone that live streams is, you know, being swatted. So anyway, like I said, I don't. She's 16 years old. I just don't think she talks like a 16-year-old girl should be talking. I think she uses language that's inappropriate. And, but again, this young lady was forced to grow up, I think, a lot faster than what should have ever been forced to grow up. And, so, you know, but, anyway, and I don't know, there's people that speculate that this is all a show. This is all to garner attention. I don't know if it is or it isn't. I hope that it's not. I hope that she's not faking all this and doing all this crap just to try to gain some relevancy or become relevant again. But I don't know. Last story for the day. So this Twitch streamer had a viewer refund over refund owed $27,000 donation. Anyway, the streamer was Coconut B Gaming. Says this was a planned assault for sure. Stolen credit cards. They replied, adding, feel like every streamer just goes through this. If it's just his time to do it. He doesn't look real happy, does he? Of course, I wouldn't be either if my PayPal balance was at negative $10,000. Good Lord. Anyway, yeah. That's why it's always best to, when you get donations and whatever, just let them sit there for a little while and not, to make sure that people don't do chargebacks on you. What's that? Toxic Dome? JFA. You think JFA was behind this? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. JFA, you out there reversing donations? Revelmancy, yeah, revelmancy. Resurrecting yourself from the dead. Revelmancy, yeah. Me. All right. So we already kind of went over that K-Huck is going to have the William Max show out there tonight streaming, right? Let's see what else. Looks like Abby did a stream this last night, early in the mornings. Lav claims Extreme Dad is a murderer, allegedly. What? Well, there's a 4-hour stream there from Abby Blackbird. I guess I should be showing this on screen, right? So, I don't know. Spill tea, Dad. Oh God, Dad murder. I don't. Anyway, if I don't get into that whole part of Lav and all that, I never have. I don't ever plan to. But if that is something that interests you, Abby Blackbird, I guess, goes over it, and I guess Extreme Dad, allegedly, according to Lav, 86 to somebody. Let's see what else here. Yeah, hey, 305 views, 22 views per hour. That's pretty good there, K-Huck. Pretty good. This is the stream last night, the World of Bowblax. Male Monkey and Twitterverse. Yeah, go check that out. I know it's going to be great. I just know it is. I'll, like I said, I'm going to watch it here a little bit. I'm going to get it going while I start my work day. DeadOnDave did a stream last night, the crazy conclusion of the Trevor Bauer saga. I'm sure, I guess this is this baseball player here, but it's sports, and I'm sports agnostic, so, okay. Kristen Narcus back from his little trip. He went to, was it VidCon, I think it was, there in Baltimore. And he's back in doing, it says Illuminati Discord leaks, another Logan Paul expose. Oh boy. Ooh. You're going to have Liana Taylor on your stream, I see as well, K-Huck. And then, of course, tonight, 7 p.m., will be, 7 p.m. Central Standard, 8 p.m. Eastern, a conversation with Willie Mack. So that'll be good. Ruin Leon put out a video, looks like. Fat White Lady says if you don't like her, it's because of what? White supremacy? Okay, whatever. Let's see, we got another Abba and Preach video. I have to check that out. What else is
There's a bunch of really good videos coming out, you know?
Is there?
Yeah. Yeah. Like there's there's one. Actually I'm kinda asking you a question right now. Do you think we should just release like the Net Peckers early? Because if you're gonna be logging off here in a minute, I mean like I could just like premiere that shit right now.
I don't know, chat. Do you guys want an early release of the Net Peckers? I can show you the thumbnail. Would you guys like to see the thumbnail? Because we have...
It's a follow-up. Yeah.
It's a follow-up. Hey, let me do this here. Let me share so that you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah. So the Orson Welles says sure. Toxic Dome says sure.
Ooh.
I have loved the stars.
Some interest.
Yeah. So here's you know, this is a thumbnail that was done by D-Max.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny about this?
What? When
D-Max finally kind of came back over to this part of the Neck of the Woods stuff and whatever, he was like, and this is what I found hard to believe, but this is what he said to me, guys. He says, I can't really do thumbnails. I suck at it.
I do. I'm not very good at them.
And I was like, he's like, Peepaw, can you do a thumbnail? I was like, I can do a thumbnail. I can do a thumbnail, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I helped him with a couple of thumbnails on a couple of the projects, whatever he did, whatever. But now, I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I'm proud of this one. You know what this is
pops,
though?
Man.
It's because I learned how to do Mid-Journey AI images things.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It's actually a lot easier than I thought it was. It was a little intimidating because like you have to go into like a Discord server and like type it out inside of a thing where everybody else can see it. But like once you know how it works and once you know how like everybody is about that in there, it was a little bit awkward though because I went through like a bunch of different variations, and at some point I did try to see if the AI knew at least who Keemstar was. I was like, there's no way it knows who Nicholas Diorio is. Like that would be unlikely. But I figured like it'll probably know who Keemstar is, and it kind of knew, but it just wasn't good enough. So I had to like kind of just add them into it. There was a bunch of different pictures that it generated though of it trying to fuse cows with like people,
Yeah.
which
tell you,
ended up being pretty funny, but I didn't go with that.
If you want to, if you're wanting to premiere it, right? I could set up to reroute from the stream to the premiere. If you,
Oh no, I didn't mean like a premiere. I don't want to. I'm just gonna like make it public, I guess is what I mean.
you're just gonna release it. Okay.
Yeah, I could do that. Just let me know when you're ready, and I will press that button. People can go over there and they can check it out.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
It's cool. We have some insight. It's an easy way to kind of get the over under for what's going on with the Lol
Yeah.
Cow podcast. At least as of right now, we're all sort of like on standby waiting to see what more is going to happen
Yeah.
with this, because they said on that stream that they were going to be releasing Lol Cow podcast yesterday, because they said tomorrow, and that was 2 days ago.
well, yeah, but
I know. It was because like it needs to be they have to like, I think they had to like re-edit it pretty much or something, and they're probably
but Keem
looking
also
through.
said he was going to get some assets done up too.
Right,
So,
yeah. So that'll take a little bit of
yeah.
time.
So
Yeah.
But and here's the thing too: who's going to edit it? You know, that wasn't really whatever, right? But and I know I have zero control. Whatever Clown is, no, let's not let Clown edit.
Oh no.
I know a certain somebody that I think would be a phenomenal editor that they should hire. And to do all the edits. It is a very accomplished, even has film credits to their name.
That's true. I mean, yeah, the person you're thinking of, whoever that is, sounds like a really good pick, and like
yes,
that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, and has established himself. Exactly, JC.
Oh, me?
D-Max,
It's me. Oh my God, I'm so surprised. Yeah, no, it would be awesome, but like there ain't no way. It's just like it just I don't have that Keemstar pull yet. Damn it, you know. But one of these days,
one of these
Shakes
days.
fist.
Yeah,
you know.
maybe. So
That's cool.
anyway,
I mean,
I guess we'll release it early, and you guys can go check that out. When Max said he got it, we did this. We kind of just did it quickly yesterday or whatever, and hopefully I don't think he had to do too much editing. I think we kind of
easy.
Yeah, I really kind of try to watch my language. I think the biggest thing is having to go through and you know.
Yeah, you say you were watching your language, but you spent the first like 5 minutes of it cursing out fucking Craig.
Well,
like,
Craig's an asshole. He's a parasocial asshole. He just shows up into VCs.
You can't just be cursing out Craig at the very beginning of a YouTube video. He's going to get the wrong idea, and he's 1/3 of the company. So he's gonna go by and he's gonna take all the assets. He's gonna take all the recorded assets. He's gonna make his own channel, make his own Instagram, make his own Twitter account, and then he's gonna like bump us out of the company. That's just what's gonna happen. I've warned you on the episode. I'm warning you now.
I got news for him. I've already initiated LLC filings to make Net Peckers LLC. Yeah, screw you. I'm taking it all. Craig can go pound rocks. I don't give a shit. I learned from the games attorney. I learned how to do this, buddy. So anyway, yeah. Listen, that whole story, that Tommy and Nick told, and then Keemstar came in and added his on Tommy's stream the other day, was so mind-boggling, literally mind-boggling, right?
Oh yeah,
and that's kind of what we go over, was just what's the word I'm looking for, Max? It was almost unbelievable. It was like,
it was unbelievable. Like, it was totally unbelievable to me. I didn't you told me the whole story. I said, bullshit. I said, there's ain't no way. I was like, no way. I, honestly, I was convinced before I watched the show, before I watched the podcast, I was convinced that it was like, this had to be like a work so that they could try to like make the show, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like so that they could like try to like promote the show or something like that. I was convinced, because it's like, it it doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. I still don't understand how the things played out the way that they did. But if you're confused on the timeline or anything like that, then like this Net Peckers will help you out. We kind of go over all of it, and I'm waiting for chat to show up so that I can post the link in the chat. But YouTube is being slow.
All right, so
Whoa.
guys, Tuja79, what story? Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna link in the
I got it here.
That's the link I just put in.
Yeah,
Is the link to the Tommy C stream, and this is where they tell the story. But if you want, the reason why we made one, the Net Peckers, is when bits and pieces of it started coming out about how the show was done, right? And now Tuja, here's what I'm going to ask: don't go watch that right now. Save it. Watch after the show's over with, and before. Well, hang on here. And I got
it. I got the link. You want the link?
Yeah, go ahead. Put it in chat there.
All right.
But you could also watch the Net Peckers 1 and 2 episodes. The 2 episodes we did on this, right?
Yeah. And they're linked. It's linked. So if you're watching if you watch this one, there's a card that'll pop up at that moment, and then you can go watch that one and come back if you want. If you want to see us be embarrassed by our horrible idea of what we thought happened, and then we realize, I mean, I don't know.
Listen, here's the thing.
We kind of got it. We just didn't see a twist coming.
We knew there was a third party, but I was thinking, and I was always more along the lines of, I thought, well, okay. I felt like it was like a Fousey tube, right? And I go through this. I'm not going to tell it again, but you can listen to it on the Net Peckers. I explained why I thought it was Fousey tube. And things just lined up too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
Never in a million years would I have thought it was some rando. That's what it was. Some rando who had orchestrated their Twitter handle to be similar to the game attorney who was the attorney that represented Ethan Klein and Hila Klein when they were fighting the
it was a copyright battle.
Fair use lawsuit against Matt Haas and the whole FUPA fund.
Right. Which I forgot the name. I forgot what FUPA was. It's the Fair Use Protection Agency, I think is what it was called. Or,
and it's just
that's such old lore. It's one of those things, and it like once you understand that, and if you were around during that era, you kind of understand a little bit more like why it like somebody posing as somebody like that kind of is sort in a way it's sort of like the perfect play, because like Keemstar, you could reasonably, if you're Tommy C, you could reasonably understand why Keemstar might have like that connection.
Sure.
And if you're Keemstar, you could understand why that guy might be around and might be like up in Boogie and Wings of Redemption. Kind of like field. So it's like it just, I don't know. I don't like, this guy is not like a mastermind or anything. He's not like, an evil genius. I think he's just a bumbling buffoon who just happened to wind himself up in this situation, and then went way over in it. I don't think he's going to be malicious. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think we've heard the last of this guy. I think this guy's going to disappear into the night, because it just like, I think he fumbled the bag so badly because he could have been a part of this, and it would have been fine if he had just played it a certain way, but he tried to take too much power or something. I don't know. I mean, like, it could be that he tried to take too much power, or it could be that he just thought that he was doing what he should be doing, and then at some point realized, like, oh, wait, I'm overreaching here. This is embarrassing. And then just, like, doubled down, and now has, like, left the internet. We haven't heard anything from the guy. I mean, you and I have his Twitter account, and I haven't seen anything from him. So far.
Yeah, there's been absolutely nothing, right? So
let me double check. I'm opening it up again just to see. Has he posted anything? Nope, he hasn't posted anything since August 10th.
And
on
the
his
other
main
day,
account.
the other day when I found it, the Twitter account,
Oh, I'm sorry. September 19th is the last time.
there was tweets out there where he had retweeted some stuff about the Law Call podcast, and those tweets are now gone.
He scrubbed it.
So when Tommy did his stream, there was stuff out there on that guy's account, but now they're gone. So that's kind of weird to me too. So anyway, all right. So real quick, I got a caller. I'm gonna pull him in, and then I gotta get out of here. So good morning, JFA. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Excited about the
Good morning. Hello, everybody. I'm excited today about some shit that's going on that nobody cares about. Oh, here we go. I'm JFA.
Wow, I don't feel very welcomed right now.
Wow,
DMX,
I don't feel very welcomed right now. Why are you what?
Why are you here, DMX?
Why are you here? Why are you here, JFA?
You're ruining the show.
You're ruining the show, JFA, with your
Oh God! Oh, poor
so
JFA.
mean. Yeah.
Well,
I never catch a break.
You know, there's an
never
old
catch
adage.
a break.
There's an old adage, JFA. You know what that old adage is, right?
No, I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
You reap what you sow.
I never reaped a day in my life.
Well,
Well,
you are now.
Now you're reaping.
You're reaping,
You're
baby.
certainly reaping
You're
now.
reaping. So, anyway, what's
I
on your
guess-
mind this
What's
morning?
going on,
You
JFA?
guys-
What you got
You
going
guys
on?
and your big, confusing college grade words.
I know.
How dare you?
So what's going on? What's on your mind this morning, JFA? What bits
I'm
of wisdom do
surprised
you want to
that,
share with us?
I'm surprised that this JF guy, this whole thing happened with him. Like, I forgot this guy totally existed until you
Yeah.
brought him up. And then
Yeah.
as soon as you put more details, I'm like, Tommy covered this guy. And this guy was talking about ethno states and all that kind of shit. I guess it's from Worski, right? Because I thought it
Correct.
was from Ralph.
Well, I think Ralph Worski, I think they were all kind of, it was all kind of a, because I think it was mainly Worski, but I do remember Ralph being in on some of the streams and stuff.
Yeah.
back then.
This is like going 6, 7, 8 years ago. It's crazy.
Yeah. But I remember, when that came out that he was dating this girl, and I want to think she was like, she was young, but she wasn't like underage or anything. And then on top of that, she was mentally challenged, right? I mean, she was,
Well, it was definitely weird that this older man wanted, this younger woman. Like, that's already stigmatized. But
Yeah.
on top of that, yeah, she has this mental, dumbing. And he was accused of not letting her speak to her parents.
Yep.
So her parents obviously didn't like the guy. And she was an adult, technically, and left and is stuck under his control. That's what I think this guy likes, is he likes to control everything. He's a freak.
Maybe
He looks like a psycho. Everything.
And like I said, I don't know. It seemed like when he put out his Twitter statement, and the guy's response to some of the questions seemed really oddball. And then you add that on top of the fact that, he kind of said he wanted to keep everything low key, but now the mounted police are at his door all the time.
People, he's trying his very best not to incriminate himself. Like, he's trying way too hard, and he's making it look very, very obvious. And he's like, well, maybe obvious is not the right word, but it's very
suspicious. Yeah, right. Some of his actions.
Yes.
Yeah, we talk about it. Well, I dropped her off, and then I had to take a 3-day hiatus from doing my show so I could deep clean my house and repair some walls. Say what?
Did he put her through a wall?
What?
Like,
yeah.
Damn. Sounds like
I gotta tell you.
Yeah, right. Punching walls. Yeah, there you go.
Thing is, what really perturbs me about this guy is the way he reacts to all this. Either this isn't his first rodeo, or he's really that psychopathic, and that's the scary thing with this creature there.
He's not someone that I follow, watch, or whatever. I just remember him back in the day. And I'm like you. I forgot about him, and I got up this morning and started going through the docket of stuff that had we had gotten out there and stuff. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, I remember that asshole. Yeah, and I really started having to really churn my brain to try to pull up stuff that I remember from back then. Because we're talking like, oh my God, that was like 20.
It's like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 2015, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I remember it was a really big thing and people talking about it and stuff. So yeah, I mean, even the stuff with Destiny back then. So yeah, blood sports era, exactly. Toxic. It was like at the height of blood sports.
It's the perfect way to describe that. There's just so many eras that passed us by.
Yeah, so many eras passed us by. Well, anything else on your mind, JFA? If not, I'm gonna bid you adieu.
All right, no, I got nothing else. I don't want to ruin the show. I already pissed off D-Max. He makes me.
No,
he scares me. He scares me.
Why does D-Max?
Like he's gonna jump out of my closet
That's
and
good.
beat me to death with his ponies.
I won't do that. They're
No,
too
he's
big.
harm-
They're
he's
too big to pick
harmless.
up like that. But I mean, you better watch your. You better watch yourself if you're approaching them from the rear. Is all I'm saying. All right, as you're known to do, JFA. As you're known to do.
I am not known to do that. I don't approach them at all. I think horses are big, scary monsters.
You don't even have to listen. You don't even have to say it. It's okay. We all know. We all know your tendencies. We all know what you like to do. It's okay.
I do have.
It's okay.
I do have a fear of horses. They just look so unnatural to me.
Dude, I hate the way
the
that horses smell. I can't stand the way like livestock stuff like smell. Like it's not bad. Like I could live with it if I really had to, but it's just like something about like the weird like musty sort of like animal sweaty. Like it's just like ugh. I don't know. It's just
let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. When I was younger and I used to misbehave, like really fuck up, my dad would send me to his old farm in Puerto Rico where his brother, who used to kick his ass, wanted to teach me a lesson. He had horses. He would threaten to like make me go shovel the shit, which is fine. I just don't like approaching those things. They're too big.
Yeah.
Their faces are too long. Their eyeballs bulge out. They're scary. Okay.
I can't even make fun of you
horses.
for it because I get it. I've met people before that have that similar
horses.
affliction.
No, horses are fine.
Peapod, the only reason why you're okay with horses is because you used like a horse-drawn carriage for like most of your life, all right?
No, that's not true either. I just love horses. I had a horse when I was a kid. Used to ride.
Does that mean you're a brony?
No, no, because that's cartoon, and I'm not into cartoon stuff. So
okay, so you would just ride around on Twilight Sparkle, and that's just like a coincidence that the horse was named that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The horse's name was not Twilight Sparkle.
Oh, sorry, it was Applejack. My bad. I know you're more of an Applejack guy than a Twilight Sparkle guy.
I get along with burros, donkeys, because they seem less threatening.
JFA.
Well,
El
you are
burro
a
sabe
jackass.
más que tú.
Yeah, well, you are a jackass, so I could see why you would get along better with him. So.
El burro sabe más que tú.
I don't speak Brazilian, Japanese, mumbo, One Piece jumbo, whatever you said there.
Kaizoku Oni, Oriwa Naru.
You are already dead.
All right. Well, listen.
That's true. That's true.
JFA.
That's right. I watched Mr. North Star. That's some good shit right there.
That's a good one.
Yes, it is.
Omae wa shindeu.
Well, thanks for calling in, but I got to get out of here. Thanks, JFA. Take it easy, buddy. Have a good day.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
So, anyway, guys, the episode is out.
It is. I'm posting it back. That's it right there. If you guys want to go check out that episode.
Yep. Go check it out. So.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. And it's a short one, so it's easy. You can get through it.
I don't think. Let me see. Just out of curiosity, real quick.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
I don't think.
Also, good morning, chat. I didn't say that, but good morning, chat. I'm not feeling too great, to be honest. I'm probably going to do this and go back to bed.
Oh, no.
It's okay. It's okay. It happens. It's a Thursday, so I got nothing really to do.
It won't let me do it. Why is it? Because it's not a live. It has to be a live. I can't.
Oh, you can't redirect unless it's like a thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
if it's a premiere, if you do a premiere, I can do a premiere. or if it's live, I can redirect to you. But
I appreciate the attempt, but it's okay. It's okay.
Anyway. All right, so you're going to go back to bed because you are a wussy boy, and okay,
yeah.
Well, I'm going to go to work.
That's 100% the case. Well, you go make the bacon.
Yeah. Yeah, you think it's funny, huh? Yeah, I'll go make the bacon.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
Hey, not only can I make the bacon,
no,
I can fry it up in a pan.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at me because I'm like, this is the most millennial this is the most like Gen X to millennial interaction ever. You're over here. I don't even wake up like on time for like your whole show. I just catch the very end of it. And then I'm like, I'm not feeling too well. I think I'm gonna go back to bed. And then you're just like Gen X being like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go fucking do another 8 hours.
You remember that commercial?
What commercial?
I can bring home the bacon commercial. Remember that one?
Vaguely.
It was a perfume.
You know what somebody reminded me of the other day, and maybe you can relate to this. You guys remember when before Twitch was Twitch, it was Justin.tv. They had a bunch of they had that one commercial that was like the dude with the pancakes. And he was like, what are the other dude is like, what do those taste like? And it's like red, white, and blue pancakes. And then the guy eating the pancakes just looks up and he says, like freedom. And like that ad would play over and over and over again on I was remembering that the other day. For some reason there's like a nostalgic property to ads. Anyway, what is this?
I think this I want to think this probably came out in 70, 79, 77.
So like 20 years before I was born. Got it.
Basically, yeah. So you probably never seen this one.
Maybe. No,
All right. This was a perfume commercial, guys.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
I can put the wash on the line, feed the kids, get dressed, pass out the kisses, and get to work by 5 and 9. 'Cause I'm a woman, Anjali.
Give her Anjali, the 8-hour perfume for that 24-hour woman.
I can bring home the bacon, Anjali. Fry it up in a pan, and never, never, never let you forget you're a man. 'Cause I'm
wow.
a woman.
Oh, yeah, baby.
The 8-hour perfume for your 24-hour woman.
Damn. Well, that has a message like an undertone to it, don't it? You know what?
Oh, God. It's great
I've
having
met a few
having a mindful of useful knowledge is a wonderful thing.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's a good one. You should, you really should make more sound bites because that would be really funny to play when like certain people come in to chat. I'm not gonna say who, but chat, you can fill in the blanks. That'd be hilarious. That would just be so funny. Oh my god. Because especially since it's so long, so I'd have to play out the entire time, and the person would just be sitting there, just being like, "I just don't understand. What the hell is this? Period. Point blank. Period, y'all. What the fuck?"
Don't tell off on yourself there, Max.
Oh,
You'll
I'm
get in
kidding.
trouble.
It's all a joke anyway. It's all a joke anyway.
It's all a joke.
It's any female. It's fucking any female.
Speaking of jokes, guys, how many of you guys was here in time to see the trailer this morning?
Oh God, no! Why would you? Why would you? Okay.
So,
okay.
I think I want to do this. Yeah, I think I am. I think this is hilarious.
Well, fine, fair enough.
I think I'm going to do this, Max, because
I was watching this stream. I thought it was very, very good. I want to make it very openly known because you call me out in this one. I have very little to do with this. I have almost nothing to do with this.
You have
other than
zero
the fact
to
that
do
my
with
name
this.
Good. I have zero to do this.
You
I'm
have
very
zero
glad
to
that you
do with
said
this.
that. Okay, good.
And
I have a little bit to do with it because I'm watching it right now, so I feel implicated
since
by.
I was challenged, saying I didn't have Photoshop skills. Please.
So you did the Photoshop? You actually did that?
Of course I did
good.
the Photoshop.
It looks really good. Okay.
So anyway, guys, you may not have got to see this if you didn't get to come in. So this is a little clip that I took from yesterday, and it's a trailer. I'm gonna have for streams or whatever, so you might see it again here. But anyway, you guys will get a little clip of that. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. Now, I'm gonna just say this might result in me getting a Twitter block.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to risk it for the biscuit because I think it's that damn funny. And my philosophy is if it's funny and it makes people laugh, then you can't get mad, and that includes me. So if someone does a funny on me, I'm fine with that.
There's going to be plenty of rumbling from this particular clip.
Here we go. Well, let's watch this, guys, and then I'm gonna get out of here.
It's gonna be hilarious that I'm gonna have more subscribers on Rumble than I do my own goddamn YouTube channel. It's just ridiculous to me.
So what are the? Do they pay well over there on?
Hell no! I made 65 cents so far. You can't even cash out until you hit 50.
50 cents or $50?
$50.
Okay.
Xylee gets MAGA. Teesprings.com.
No.
You know what? You know what would be horrible? If somebody
Xylee
took
being
one
interviewed by Ben Shapiro.
No, if someone took one of my Xylee's little PNG PFPs and was to put like a MAGA hat on it and put it on some merch to sell.
That wouldn't even be funny. And why would you suggest that out loud in public?
It would be horrible. It would be horrible if somebody did that.
That'd be hilarious. Fuck that.
I bet you if someone wants to drive past Xylee's house right now, she probably has a Trump 2024 flag in her front yard.
Absolutely not.
You better be lucky I don't know how to Photoshop. Because I'd do it.
I wished I knew someone that knew how to Photoshop really well. Max.
See? He'd pay somebody to do it.
I wasn't going to get involved with this shit. Are you kidding me?
I'd do it for free.
Absolutely not.
I just love a good, funny joke. So
that's not a funny joke, though. The thing is that would not be funny at all.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I'm telling you now, it would not be funny at all.
Xylee.
Because whoever made that would get blocked immediately, and I wouldn't give a fuck who they were.
You know what the rule is, Xylee. You heard her, guys. I did it, so I guess I'm gonna get a block now.
I don't give a fuck.
Xylee gets biased is in the chat saying, I'm not all right, y'all. Just saying, period, point blank, period, y'all. I just wanted to give her a platform to defend herself. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a fair, reasonable argument.
Yeah.
Here, remember?
Hey, if somebody laughs, you can't get mad. That's the rule.
No, that's no. That's not how that goes.
There you go, guys. No, that's not how it goes.
You know, I mean, I try my hardest to abide by the rules myself. You know what I mean? I think we all should.
And let's take a look at something real quick, guys. So Xylee gets real.
So this is actually a very interesting phenomenon, and I've actually been using this to dole out white pills to people. Are you familiar with white pills versus black pills versus red pills versus whatever pills? You know what I'm talking about? Are you familiar with this nomenclature?
Why is this so damn white? Why can't I have?
There is a you can do the other. There's a theme thing I think down at the bottom left. Dark mode. Bottom left. Bottom left.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. That's blinding.
Yeah.
So let's take a look real quick. So here is Xylee's YouTube channel, and she's got 8.18K subscribers, which is awesome. Good job, Xylee.
Yeah, she's doing really well.
She's doing really well. I'm proud for her. I really and truly am. She's worked hard and you know. Yeah.
She's on that grind, 99. Like Alex Stein now.
Yeah, but her Rumble account is at 8.2 thousand followers.
I think I know. She's been asking the question, where are they coming from? I think I know.
Where are they coming from?
They're coming from like Destiny. They're coming from like these other people that are on Rumble now that are more that are not alt-right, that are more moderate kind of people that are just like, you know, and it's like when you think about it, if they're sitting there on Rumble and they're watching videos all day, it's gonna have to like the algorithm on Rumble is going to have to push videos to them to keep them engaged with the platform.
Sure.
And if you just so happen to be like Xylee and happen to be putting out like a decent amount of content over there, you're one of the very, you know, on YouTube, you're part of a huge pool of people.
Sure.
Versus Rumble, where you're a lot smaller pool of people.
Yeah. So it's easier to be a bigger fish, because there's not as many fish in the pool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So her videos are getting pushed to to people of varying kinds and stuff like that. And the other thing is too, I think that like the reality is, and I think that, maybe Woodseye like maybe just doesn't because I get it. Like some of it's jokes. Like I don't think she means all of it 100%, but like the alt-right thing, it's like the MAGA crowd or something like that, or whatever. The people that are like that were the original stays on Rumble. Unironically, like I've wined and dined with these people. I have spoken to them. I have broken bread with them. I have gone to a Trump rally before and talking to people there.
You demon child.
I know. I know I should have never done it, but I did it, and they were actually pretty cool. And what I've learned about them is that they're actually like pretty cool with like different types of politics and stuff like that, and they can listen to an opinion that they actually disagree with.
Sure.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there was actually a good amount of the people that are sub to her right now who maybe just don't agree with her on everything.
Sure.
But like, are just interested in the content,
But here was something I wanted to point out, right? Like she's got the 2K followers. Well, that's fine. But look at the videos themselves, right? Like they're getting positive reviews. She's getting views 1.3K, 900, 1.1K, 800. So I mean 1.6K.
Listen, all I'm saying, Riv, is that we and I have been saying this since the day I joined back into commentary.
Yeah.
We have been complaining about YouTube forever. It's never been the case that we've not complained about YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Here's Rumble, right? And Rumble is not perfect, right? Rumble's got a long way to go before it's going to,
sure,
do the whole, be the next platform thing.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that there's a little bit of competition out there, and I appreciate that Rumble it does exist and that it is gaining some sort of a traction and following there. I hope that we talked about this actually. This is a part of the Net Peckers that we posted just now. At the very end of it, we kind of get a little bit sappy and we talk about, I always, again, the anime analogy, One Piece, fucking Whitebeard, the One Piece is real, reigniting that fire and that passion within everybody to get back out there and try to find, achieve their goals, become Kaizoku Oni, king of the pirates. So like for all of that, what if Rumble's the thing? Like, what if Rumble is the new platform for commentary? What if Rumble is the platform that finally embraces what we all do here? What if we start making content over here and, and the algorithm treats us favorably, and then, we kind of start to do our own little push, our own little community over there, and Bob's your uncle, Sally's your fucking aunt. All of a sudden, now we're the kings of Rumble, the queens of Rumble, Could work out. I think it's actually probably what's going to happen. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be posting stuff over there. We've been posting stuff over there. Doesn't do too well, but we're not an alt-righter like Xylee is, I guess. So
Exactly.
no, that's a joke. That's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. God damn it.
Is it though? Is it though?
Oh God, I can't stop my
Is it?
mouth. I've been
Hang
trying to
on.
make less jokes. It's hard.
Because hang on here. So Harles Barkley says my favorite up and coming alt-right content creator, another white supremacist Latino voice. So Harles Barkley's right in there in agreement. So
I mean, all I'm saying.
So here's the question.
Enrico Tario has been locked up for 20 years for absolutely no reason, not even being in January 6th. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm sorry.
So here's my question, right? So here's my question.
Okay.
So Rumble has this stigma about it, saying that it's, quote, this alt-right streaming platform or alt-right content platform. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then does that mean that Twitch is alt-left? Does that mean that YouTube is alt-left? I mean, what?
No, dude, because there is no alt-left. It's all just the left. That's the thing.
Okay,
there can only be an alt-right because it's the non-established. I mean, I guess it does exist. Honestly, not a bad. You raised something interesting because, like, honestly, if you're thinking about it in a certain way, you could honestly say like Destiny is kind of like an alt-left.
Or like, or not just Destiny. I mean, I don't think Destiny. I definitely would say used to be alt-left.
Okay,
but I would say he's more kind of centrist left leaning now.
Yeah, he is a centrist. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
take that away from him.
But unequivocally alt left.
But that's
like
what that is
Hassan.
though.
Like Hassan
No, but-
Piker is an alt left to me. Like he's extreme left. So
Dude, the fucking political spectrum is so fucked up because it's like,
Yeah,
what does
well-
alt mean? Does alt mean that you're on the crazy ends of it, or does it mean that you're on the center ends of it?
If you go by television broadcasters terminology, like the CNNs and the MSNBCs and stuff like that of today, right? Alt right is like the extreme mindset for like the right. If you're a right,
But see, but like
extremist.
it's confusing because Richard Spencer wants universal basic income. He wants like, he wants like a strong centralized government. So that's not like a right position, and yet he's labeled alt-right. That technically makes him a centrist. It's stupid. It's like this is why these terms to me are so dumb.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I don't really normally like to talk politics too much.
Yeah.
Because it's so polarizing. But
Yeah.
what I firmly believe, is there's a very small, minute percentage of people who are extremists on both sides, left and right.
Yeah.
And then the vast majority of people in America are centrist, and they either lean a little bit more left or they lean a little bit more right, depending upon certain ideologies or certain, philosophies. Now, the problem is those centrist views are never discussed or talked about, right? Those people are never discussed. What we always see is from the MSN, right, which includes Fox, CNN, MSNBC, all those type of things.
CBS
is they present the extremes of both sides, right? The extreme one saying, "Oh, this is alt right," and then you have the other one saying, "Well, this is the extreme left," and that's all we see, and that's what is paraded before the world.
That's what gets views. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
what
it's all about
it's
clicks. It's all
sensationalized.
about
You have
yeah,
to.
Yeah, it's all about the clicks and the views, and that's all they care about. And they're not really concerned about presenting factual news. News stations to me these days, in contrast to what it was when I was a kid growing up, has become one big long editorial. It's like back in the day, you would have you'd get your newspaper, and you'd have news articles where they would present the facts. There would be
there's no flavor to it. It's
no
just,
biases or anything. It was just these are the facts. This is a police report. This is whatever. This person said this person said that, right? And then you could turn over somewhere if there was something that had happened, and you'd have what was called an editorial page. And on that page is where you would have like the editor of the paper might write a actual something, or you might have someone who wrote a letter to the editor, and that was someone presenting their thoughts or whatever from a more times than not a very biased opinion perception.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. And so you knew if you turned to that section, okay,
you expected it. Yeah, you knew that you were getting an opinion versus just like actual facts presented or opinion presented as fact. Yeah. It's really sad, the state of things, because like it doesn't like that's the thing, and that's why like I don't feel even weird about like bringing up the fact that I've talked to people at a Trump rally, because I've been to a few different rallies. Like I have tried throughout my life to go to different things, things that I've been scared of or things that I thought might be a little bit scary, just to talk to people, because what I found in life is that you have this cartoon characterization of how people are, but when you go and you talk to them, you realize that they're just normal people. There's this guy, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Golly, I wish I could remember, because the work he's doing is fucking fantastic. But maybe somebody in chat knows, there's this black dude who went around basically he basically just decided, he woke up one day, I guess, and he decided, you know what, racism bad. He's like, I don't like racism, but he's like, I don't like the way that people are kind of like, trying to solve this problem. I don't feel like it's going to work. So he's like a jazz musician, as far as I understand. like I said, he's a black dude, jazz musician. Has a lot of connections with people like in the music industry, I guess, with like rock people and stuff like that. And what he decided to do was he decided to go around to and find different like white supremacists, neo-Nazis, whatever, people like in particular members of the Ku Klux Klan, right, the KKK, and he basically would kind of change their minds just by talking to them and becoming friends with them. And he has like a whole wardrobe, a closet filled with KKK robes that former members of the KKK had sent him, saying that we are no longer a part of this. You have shown me. I think his name is Daryl. It's Daryl something.
That sounds right. Yes.
Yeah, and he's a fantastic, really fucking cool story. Several stories of him just like getting in a hot rod car, you know, like a rock and roll with like one of rock and roll stars, and just like being kind and nice and just talking to these people on their level, and then they understand and see like, no, you know what? I've had a misgiving about this particular group of people. If my friend Daryl can be this cool and be this nice to me, then maybe I have it all wrong. And that's how you change minds.
Well,
Daryl Dixon, is that what it is?
No,
is that what it is?
I don't think that's it, because
I don't think that's it. That doesn't sound right. I'm trying to, let me see if I can find him. Daryl Davis. That's his name. Daryl Davis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Davis.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah, fucking awesome story, man. I mean, and this guy's done it. Like, I mean, you should see. I wish we could see like a picture of his closet, because it's just like filled with KKK robes. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find him, because it's inspiring. It's like a really inspiring kind of thing. It's like because you figure like, of all people, those people, the KKK people, they should be like the most ingrained, the most like unable to change, you know, the most bigoted and whatever. And this guy just talks to him, and he's the guy that they apparently hate. Yeah, see, that's a good picture. That's a decent picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. You know, look. I mean, at the very least, like like even if that's it, even if that's the only thing that he's been able to change, just 4 people's minds. You don't understand the impact of what changing 4 people's minds has on the entire world. It has I mean, you know, it's like the whole fucking butterfly effect from any time travel movie. You change one little thing and it affects everything. This motherfucker changed 4 bigots' minds, made them at least less bigoted, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a net positive. Go forth into the world and do it, you know? Just talk to people. It's hard and it's a little scary, but you'll be surprised, I think.
What is Maggot sending me? Hang on, guys.
I'm surprised no one clipped this. Oh boy.
I'm not hearing nothing.
So wrong.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me do it this way. I'm sorry, I had it muted.
Oh, I was gonna say I heard it.
Oh, you heard it? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
All right.
No, I love this clip. I'm glad she clipped this.
All right, let's listen.
God, I missed the Robin Horsecock. That was such a good. It was such a good alt.
Okay.
So good.
Okay. Speaking of throbbing horsecock, that sounded so wrong, but it's true.
I hope I get clipped. I hope I get clipped.
There was listen. If there's anybody out there that wants to try to cook Bowblax, Maggot, or K-Huck, you go over to their stream and you just go slap happy with the clips, and you will get tons of stuff. Yeah, that show was really funny. They did a great job. I'm really happy. That
I'm looking forward. I didn't get to hear.
I'm looking forward.
So.
I'm looking forward to Willie Mac, and I you know what I've told them? I was more concerned about Bowblax. Like Willie Mac, I feel like is going to be an easy walk in the park compared to Bobby.
No, here's what I knew about Bowblax. Yeah. Because of the energy that K-Huck and Maggot had, they just had this like a really kind of out there wild energy. I knew Bowblax was going to feed off of that. So
it worked really well.
So when I heard that clip about him, how he hated Mac, and I was like, okay, Bowblax was kind of let off his leash. And when Bowblax gets let off his leash and he just gets to go full Bowblax mode, he is something else. He is so freaking entertaining. And so,
oh my God, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I mask off a little bit. You know, nobody get upset by this. I love I love K Huck's like call-in section that she does for every show
Yeah.
because she's got a really good cavalcade of people that run through and like
Yeah.
do the thing. It was just really, I'll say it this way. It was really funny to see Bowblax interact with like the call-ins. That was fucking hilarious. Well worth the price of admission.
Well, I hope I hope Bowblax had
and I got
fun,
to
too.
voice act. I got to go
Oh?
back and forth and do a voice acting thing with Bowblax. It was really funny. It was
Oh,
really
cool.
awesome.
Cool. Yeah, Bowblax is. I'm gonna tell you something. I think the first real big follow I ever got was Tommy C, and I considered that a big follow on Twitter. I thought, oh, I got Tommy C follow, right? But then the very first person that was because I think I was such a long, faithful, and still to this day supporter of Tommy. But out of the blue, and I don't even remember why. I remember I got a notification one day that says Bowblax followed you, and I was like, wow. Bowblax followed me because Bowblax was like a million sub YouTuber and stuff, or not a million. I don't think it was a million, but he was like, he had a really big, following on his.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow. And
I get that, man.
Yeah.
Because like it is a weird sort of surreal, especially like, I don't, because I know where you come from, at least with Tommy and these guys. Cause like you and I, it's like, I was a content creator, but like I was on the low end of it. It's, I like to inflate it sometimes, make it seem like it was a bigger deal, but it really wasn't. Like I was on the outskirts.
No. You were in the middle. I would call you middle because some of the guys you were interacting with were well known within the community. So
that is true. But what I mean is that like I was in the group chats and stuff like that, but I wasn't like friendly with any of like those people. So it's just interesting now these days to to kind of like see that like to get the Willie Mac follower, to get the Nicholas Duerio follower, to get the Bowblax follower, to get the Tommy C follow. Like it's a weird kind of feeling. It's like it's like you can't help but be a little bit like ooh, because like for me, at least with the Tommy with like going on Shot from the Point, which I did recently, like it's just it's a weird feeling because it's like I've seen this show quite a bit. I've had my thoughts and feelings about the show, and now here I am on the show.
Yeah. Right. I think the very first time I ever called into Tommy's show, I'm pretty sure I got nuked. Well, no, there's no doubt in my mind I probably deserved it because I used to be real bad about stammering and stuttering, especially when I got nervous. Going back to my childhood, I'm not, and even when I first started streaming, some of the old timers around here in my chat will tell you, I would not look at chat. I couldn't interact with chat. I couldn't read it. I couldn't because it would so derail me.
Yeah.
And I would start stuttering and talking over, and but I finally have gotten more accustomed, I guess.
It's a skill set, man. Yeah, people think like I'll say this, like some people are born for like the streaming thing. Like there are just some people who just click with it immediately. Yeah. But it is a skill set. People think it's easy. It's not. Like there's a lot of moving parts constantly happening. You have to pay attention to many different things. So it's kind of a thing. But yeah, I get starstruck so easy though.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I do have to go. Guys, one more time. The new Net Peckers is out. Make sure you go check that out. Give it a watch. Also, if you have not subbed to D-Max, please consider doing so. He's close
I'm trying to climb.
Subs. He's
trying to climb up to 500.
Subs. If we can get him to 500 subs, we can start bullying him to start doing streams. We can start bullying him to start making exclusive content for us. If we get him to 500, there's just a lot of things we can do to really bully him more. And
well, 2023 is the year of the D-Max. I've been saying it for a minute now. I've been downplaying it a little bit, but I'll tell you this much. We got some good things. We got some good things coming up.
You want the D-Max link? Here's the D-Max link to the full channel right here.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Boom, there you
full
go.
Service. Appreciate it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Make sure get in there and sub to this channel. If you 340, hey, you got two subs just during this Little segment
Yeah, I
here,
did.
bud.
No, it's so funny because
Yeah.
I actually have my light hooked up in
Yeah.
this office. I have it hooked up so that whenever anybody subscribes, it like goes off, like it starts like blinking. And I was noticing that as we were talking, it's blinking a little bit.
Yeah. Good.
It's funny.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. I'm serious. If we can get him to 500 subs, guys, we can bully him into making more content for us. I don't know
That's right.
exactly when he's going to fit it into a schedule. Maybe he could be
Me neither.
be a little bit less of a bitch and want to sleep less, like me.
Yeah,
And
I'll get
actually-
down to like a good 4 hours a night. You know,
4 to
I'll
6
be,
hours is all anyone needs, dude. That's all I ever get. So what?
You know, I'm a ghost. All right, I need my beauty sleep. I need my
Damn
booty
millennials.
sleep.
Damn millennials. Gotta have
I-
9 to 10 hours of sleep. The hell?
I'm still laughing because it is such a it's such a like Gen X to millennial. It is like this is the perfect like emblematic situation. I really don't feel well right now though. I feel
Maggot
tired.
Edit says, quit
Shitty.
complaining, D-Max, you little bitch.
Oh geez, everybody's coming down hard on me. All right. Everybody was coming down on me, you know, yesterday because I made a mistake about the age of a Sonic character. All I'm saying is, listen, everybody, listen, every pony,
no.
okay?
No,
I didn't mean to say anything. I was asking Bowblax a question. Everybody, calm down.
You can't talk Sonic with Bowblax, man. He takes autism to a whole nother level when he starts talking about Sonic.
He told me that he was that he thought Rouge the Bat was cool. And that's all anybody really needs to know. All right. I think
don't know who
she's
that is.
not cool. I would
I
never
don't-
associate with Rouge the Bat. I would
don't
never
know
ever
any of that
associate. Never be in the same room with Rouge the Bat ever. Ever.
So anyway, guys, go watch the Net Peckers. Sub to D-Max. Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have a Clear as Mud live stream. I'm not for sure who all is going to be there as of yet. I don't even know what we're talking about. But what I can tell you is we will be debuting some brand new assets. That's right. Peepaw, D-Max, Pizzle, Seth, and Gigi, we all went and got Brazilian butt lifts, and we have new assets.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And,
Should we maybe give a little teaser? I could forward over the new logo.
Oh,
Wanna
I
do
got
that?
all of it. I got all that, I think. Right?
Yo, you want you? No.
Didn't you send that to me?
No, I did. I'm just saying, like, I could send you a GIF and you could just pull it up if you want to show them.
Okay.
Do that
No,
or
I think right here I could open it.
okay, if you got it, then get it. Yeah, go for it.
This
Do
is it here.
Show it
right?
off.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it,
That's
right?
it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the new logo. That's just the new logo, guys. There you go. Bring back Banana Grabber. JFA.
I wish.
I can't bring back Banana Grabber. Banana
Listen,
Grabber.
he's here. He's still here. He's just like he's
not
with us.
letting
He'll
up.
always be with us. you know?
Listen, Banana Grabber has a permanent chair at that round table anytime he wants. It is up to Banana Grabber when he wants to come back, if he ever does want to come back. Banana is focused on his life and his career in the real world, making money, which is what he should be doing at this junction in his life, because he's trying to make a thing in the world, and he just doesn't have time to play the little reindeer games on the internet anymore. So, and that's fine. But, in a few years or something, if his job kind of calms down and gets more even keeled and he wants to come in, every once in a while and sit in on a show, all he has to do is pull up that chair and sit down, period. It'll be just like he never left. We will, we'll just step right back in there. So anyway,
Yep.
But I got to get out of here. I really do. But make sure tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Clear as Mud. We'll be doing a show tonight, live stream. Like I said, I don't know anything yet, other than I know we're going to do a show. We're going to debut those beautiful brand new assets. That was done by D-Max. D-Max did all of it. It's really cool.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
We've needed a little bit of a butt lift with it because the last guy, the guy who made your last fucking shit for Clear as Mud, I don't even know what the fuck he was doing. Jesus, man.
We won't mention his
Yeesh.
name. We won't mention
No,
his name.
yeah, let's not mention his name. Guy's an asshole.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys take care. Remember, always, always, always keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers.
Mina wa